Live. Yo, guys, welcome to the Saturday stream. It's been a week, a hell week, but we have survived. And so, now that my pre order finally fucking arrived, we can play Like a Dragon. However, before we do that, I wanted to do a tier list before I try it out. So, sitting guys, we're going to do a tier list for a few. Before I need to undo filters for my Fallout stream. That's right. There we go. And I can just, from the top, do like, I don't know. I'll add another crop pad. And just do from the top like, I don't know, 50? 75. 90. 10. There we go. That should be good. Alrighty. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. We are going to do a tier list. I'm going to get some waters for stream. Alright, boys. I got some more. My mic cut out for whatever reason. That's a little weird. So yeah, I transitioned to the other mic for right now. That is weird. Okay. But yeah, 3 had really tight combat. It has some of the best Kiryu story because of the fact you get to see more of Kiryu being truer to himself, and just trying to be happy. It also has one of the best bosses for a final boss. Meaning's great. I love his arc, and the OST for 3 is also an absolute banger. So B tier is a solid tier for it, in my opinion. I do think the pacing does have some issues, and as far as actual Kamurocho part's kind of short. And there's not too much going on in Okinawa otherwise. But solid game. Moving on, Like a Dragon or Yakuza 7. I would put that in A tier. The Yakuza 7, in my opinion, was a breath of fresh air. After stagnation of doing the same thing for a long time, doing a turn-based RPG was a brave move, and it was a good move. It allows the team to evolve. Ichiban is also a great protagonist, and the cast I really liked. And the story was just phenomenal. Um, Now there are weak points. What happened with the Tojo clan was a little questionable at that point. And the direction of the series from that point is a little weird. But we'll see where it goes. I'm open minded. There's also some casts that were kind of afterthoughts, like Eri, who isn't so much canon as far as I know. And the turn-based combat isn't the deepest in Like a Dragon. So it's not perfect, but I think it's absolutely amazing for what it is. Um, I haven't played RTG Online or the Kuroyo games or any of the samurai ones. Four. Where would I put four? Um, Personally, I would put four under Like a Dragon. It's a great game, that's why I put it in A tier. Um, Even with the plot twist, but I kind of feel like the like thing plot elements like river bullets are just kind of a funny gimmick thing that's just part of the allure of the Yakuza games. Um, so people can dislike it all they want, but I mean that's why we're here. And actually, instead of putting that image one, I'm gonna put the version I played, which is this one. Um, I just love the box art of the original Yakuza 4. What can I say? And also, the joke, the Yakuza 4. Um, it also had, in my opinion, that was where the enemy AI peaked. Actually, was in Yakuza 4. Um, and that had really good boss fights, as well as Akiyama being absolutely busted. Five, I would actually put five as my number one, which is, I wouldn't say it's uncommon opinion, but among the most vocal of the fan base online, I'd say it's uncommon. Um, it's a long game. It has a great story, and I think thematically, uh, it's the best. It sticks to its theme very well, and it's kind of balls to the wall in a way. And that's what I really like about it. Um, and it feels like the most true to what they really wanted to do with Yakuza, even though there are some flaws, such as the final boss not knowing why he's the final boss. But it's kind of funny and kind of in a meta way. I think it's a very Yakuza-like ending that happened. Um, I also really like the variety in gameplay it offered. Having Haruka as playable is a fun little idea. Um, and yeah, I just love that game so much. It's a really good game. Um, Yakuza 6. Um, so I would put that in the. Hmm. I'm putting it in the A tier, but near the bottom. Mostly because of the fact that even though the gameplay is a little loose, uh, the story elements and the development of Kiryu in that game are just absolutely amazing. It just tugs at the heartstrings in the greatest of ways, and I really vibe with it. Even if the gameplay isn't the greatest the series has been, and that was her first outing with the Dragon Engine. Um, let's see. I didn't play Dead Souls. Judgment I put off for now. Um, Kiwami 2. I'd actually put as one of my lower ones, actually. And actually, I'm going to replace 5 with this version. Yeah, let's take that down. Okay. My reasoning for 2 is because of the fact that although it had a lot of weird plot MacGuffins, a lot of it doesn't amount to anything. It's just kind of there, even though it has one of the greatest boss fights in Ruji. It just doesn't have a lot going on, and really the main big thing that happens is Dio gets put in charge of the Tojo, which is like Kiryu's One of his biggest mistakes. um, in gameplay wise, it really wasn't any better than Yakuza 6, in my opinion. Um, and not similar enough to the original Yakuza 2 to really be worth talking about. Um, Kiwami. Um, I'd say Kiwami is like average C tier. Um, Mostly because of the fact that it's a very standard plot. Um, and it's because it's a product of its time originally. Being the original PS2 game, just remade for modern audience and with some quality of life. I feel like there's a little too much going on, and in fact, in my opinion, I'd put like original Yakuza 1 above it, just because of the fact that its additions are just kind of too wacky woohoo a little bit. Um, right, and I'd put original Yakuza 2 just marginally above. I know a lot of people like how broken it is, but it's not my thing. All right, where else we go from here? Yakuza 0. All right, Yakuza 0, I will put um it's about tied with Like a Dragon in my opinion. Um cuz it's very polished. It's got a very good story and it gives a lot of limelight to Majima, which was a necessary thing at that time. Um Great OST, great everything all around. I really like it. And for good reason. I mean, everyone likes that one. And then Gaiden. Where would I put Gaiden? Um, Gaiden, I would put right here. That's where I'll put Gaiden. Um, Largely because of the fact that it is a nice callback to Yakuza 5 and 6. And in fact, the final boss of Gaiden was like kind of a mirror image of what was going on in Yakuza 5. And also, you got to see some other sides of Kiryu, where he can be cunning, that kind of thing. So that was really fun. Um, I think Infinite Wealth could push up to S tier and be like right in Yakuza 5 territory. I'm not sure. But that's my idea right now. That's basically what my tier of Yakuza games is at the moment. Um, I'm not really going to rank the remakes of 335 because they're really not that different. But yeah. So with that out of the way, we can go ahead and check it out. Let's finally get around to checking out Infinite Wealth. So yeah, let's do that. And my fucking chat disappeared again. Okay. Let's try and not let that disappear again. Alrighty. Save my tier list. Alright. We'll think about that again later. Alrighty. So. Alrighty. Here we are. And we're going to check out this. And I'm going to turn this filter off I have.